Hello, welcome. Free love. Hey everyone, I'm David John Sponheim. Welcome to Organic Food Central. You know, not enough time has been spent talking about the importance of organic produce when you cook, and it's the cheapest thing you can do with your budget. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Yeah, and talk about how you can cook with some amazing products that are pre-frozen. This is right out of the freezer. These are 2 chicken breasts that are restaurant quality. If you see that on the package, you're going to see a lot of that. Restaurant quality is being wholesaled now in a lot of the groceries. So you can buy frozen packages of these really tender chicken breasts. Look for the word restaurant quality. Okay, so we're going to get into the chat room here. Yeah, today I'll be watching you on Firefox. Welcome. Hi. A lot of light in here, you know, it's a really lit kitchen. I'm going to drop one of the curtains. I'm getting a little too much light. There we go. That's probably good. You know, it's that kind of a day I can look outside and not have a major sunlight thing going on. Welcome to the show. Yeah, this is what I do. Once a week, I do a cooking experience, which I think many of you will like. Lawnmower Man, that's not allowed here. We're going to have anybody who sees anything like that will be banning. Thank you. No, Jeffrey, if you're going to be surviving in a bunker, you're going to have to cook out of the freezer, okay? Get with the program. My goodness. Jeez, Jeffrey Epstein, everybody. Unable to make that transition to living out of the bunker here in Denver. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention my location? Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't live in the underground bunker facility under Denver Airport. That's not me. So how are you, Jeff? How's life treating you? Are you feeling pretty good? Or on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say your life is? Like a 9, 8, 7? 1 being bad. What would you rate your life at, Jeff? I know it's not perfect. I mean, we all think you're dead, but okay, Jeff's going to hold off on that numerical assessment. So today we are going to be cooking. I'm not going to get into the iVlog room. Thank you, but there was too much of a problem last week, so I'm just going to pass on that. Same with DLive. You know, I'll be in the room soon enough. But last week I encountered a kind of a logical paradox. You know, people don't want to cook; they don't like to cook, and I wanted to make it easy for people to look forward to cooking. So I have this new leave and cook concept. Today we'll be doing chicken, squash, taters, potatoes. Yeah, chicken, squash, potatoes. And we're going to do this for $5. Okay. Bringing on the header. There we go. Leave and cook, chicken, squash, potatoes. Okay, so we're going to start with organic potatoes across the board here. As you can see, I've got some organic russets I picked up for, it's $3.99 for this bag. And I haven't opened it yet, but I'm only going to use one big russet out of here. This is the best quality you can buy. Yeah. You know, and I admire what McDonald's is trying to achieve by getting a non-GMO russet, kind of like this one. But they have a specific brand, and I think they should lighten up on their branding. I think they should allow all russets into the McDonald's things, because what's happening is McDonald's is allowing the farmers to use pesticides on some of the non-GMO russets. Now, this is organic, you know, so in order to get that perfect russet potato for McDonald's fries, I saw a show about this. They have to use certain pesticides and herbicides to keep certain types of mold from happening, which mark the potato as being slightly damaged. Who's holding me back? I'm being censored, Tom. You know that. I've got massive viewership, but most of the people that see me are old and poor. Yeah, I need younger people, and I need a mainstream media approach before we can do this. Bad mic, hang on. One moment, please. Yeah, we've been waiting for free press for some time, Tom. They've kept us down. This is not a bad mic, so I'm not sure where you're going with that. We're good. Testing 1, 2, testing. Yeah, we're good. I think it's your speakers. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. Right out of the freezer, the chicken, right? The pan. Turn the pan on to level 3. Rear. There you go. Okay. We're going to use the typical spray oil thing, which I have safflower oil. I prefer it. Sunflower is not bad. Hey, stop that. Yes, Jeff, what can I do for you? It's not my speakers. You have the gain set way too the F high. Oh, let's go down here. I thought you had an low audio problem. You had an over audio. All right, let's do this. Is it too high now? Is it way too high now? Ratso, you loved it. Testing 1, 2, 3. The stream never dies out. That's better. Okay. Well, I didn't know it was that loud of a mic. Yeah, thanks for telling me. I mean, it's a hot mic, man. Jeez. So just get this great way to present oil. It cuts your cost. You just use a little bit. You spray it on the pan like that when it's hot. Really lightweight. You want to get all the sides because this is going to be a leave cook. So I'd say about a teaspoon of oil. All right. Now we're also doing sweet potatoes, organic as well. So I'm going to take a sweet potato out. All right, so we've got chicken and a sweet potato, a sweet potato and a russet. And we're going to do a yellow squash too, which I get for about 50 cents. But I factored in $2 for the chicken. You can go with whatever you've got. $1 for this, and $1 for that, and some onions. I mean, you're literally under $5. Yeah. Okay. So I bought these chickens in bulk. I'll show you what I mean. Now that my mic is better, my hair is great. I love it. I couldn't ask for a better haircut. This is what it says. Premium restaurant quality. Boneless, skinless chicken breast fillets with rib meat. I got 2.5 pounds for $3.99. Isn't that great? Yeah, so that's breast meat. And it literally says, keep frozen, cook thoroughly. Yeah, you can cook this right out of the freezer. Yeah. Back in the freezer. Another great thing to cook with if you're cooking out of the freezer are pre-cut organic peppers. Yeah. I got this whole package for 99 cents on sale. I'm going to break into this little puppy. Okay, so you're going to take those frozen chicken, and even though it's frozen, you're just going to dust it with a little bit of this bacon sauce seasoning that I got from Meow TV. You can use anything. You can use Italian seasoning. You can put a little bit of marinade on the top of it. That might be like shaka kaka. Not well. Let me show you what I've got here. Shaka's sauce. I'm going to try some of that too. So take that sauce. Opening container. Beep. And just give it a little bit of a shaka sauce. All right, see that? All right, just gonna put that on the pan, face down. All right, do that with the same thing. Whoa, too much. So I'll go less on that bacon. I'm gonna pour some of that on the other side. All right, and just put that face down. All right, that's your salt for the evening. Is it still too loud? Is it too loud for you? Because I don't want to hurt your ear. You know, the cracking sound. David, will be adding an egg to this? No, an egg is not necessary. An egg makes the pan stick. It's unsuitable for any type of stainless steel cookware. Okay. Eggs are not on the agenda. All right. Jeez. Okay, just keep that at level 3. Okay, just cook it right there. Thanks. You're ruining my perfect day. Every time you ask for an egg, it's ridiculous, man. Why do you do that? Let's wash these potatoes off. And we're going to do a little potato peeling, ASMR style. I should turn the mic up, make it a hot mic so you can hear all the peelings drop into the sink. Oh, the peelings. Oh, the poor peelings. I put more scientific effort into my cooking than the entire vaccine industry put into these. Beep. Thank you. Oh, I'm not allowed to talk about that stuff. Sorry. Yeah, there's a specific requirement that I not talk about certain things. And that's one of them. Now, who told me that? Nobody. It's common knowledge that anybody who talks about that on YouTube has problems. So let's just go with the sweet potato. Beep. The effort that I put into this, making sure that everything is organic, enhances the lifestyle that I'm leading, which also includes my position on the jab, which, as you know, I'm against it. If I'm going to take care of my body, the last thing I'm going to do is stick something unnatural in me, you know? Alrighty, bingo, done. I just peeled 2 potatoes in less than 1 minute. How about that? Hey, well, you didn't have to go off on that tangent, man. You've been masturbating too much. Will you let Chef Ramsay watch a video of you cooking and comment on it? Stephen, no, I can't. I can't. My audience is a select group of poor people all around the world. Chef Ramsay is not part of my audience. With the exception of Jeffrey Epstein and yourself, you are the only rich people that are allowed in our room. So I will not be doing anything for his edification. I strictly do this for the poor people in the world who need to live on fresh, organic food. Man, that coffee's good. You know, I don't want to talk about that, Tom. But, you know, I'm beginning to like Shaka's sauce. I hope he's still making it, because this stuff is good. He's got that down, which is nice. Okay, the nice thing about you're cooking one side of the chicken right now, you're going to have to prep an onion. So we're going to take this also organic onion, certified organic. And I'm not going to need a big onion. I'm just going to go with not a small one either. I'll go with a medium one. You know, I hate these plastic nets. They're so bad for it's kind of a little bit soft. You know, you can feel a little bit of weirdness at the top. See that? See that wrinkling? That's the first onion you want to cook with. Otherwise, you're going to be eating the onions, you know, they're really good instead of the ones that are going bad. So we're just going to cut a little line down the side of this. Get it started. That's why I keep one of my fingernails long enough to actually do this. You know. Some of you who bite your fingernails don't have fingernails. See how it's starting to get a little weird here? So you can cut right off through there. And then do a smell test. If it smells like it's going bad, it has a sickeningly sweet smell, kind of like French onion soup. Which is, by the way, how they use old onions. It's an excellent recipe, by the way. But if this was Julia Childs, you'd be more interested because she married a Frenchman. Bon appetit! So French onion soup is always an option if you do have a bad onion. But now this is the base of a meal. Really, the onion is the flavor. Cut the bottom off. All right. Let me use some of these. Yeah, this is a really good thing to have if you do have I like to cut one side so it has a better seal, because this doesn't have a resealable container. It almost seems like it's plastic, but it looks artificial. Product of Turkey: organic red pepper, organic green pepper, organic onion. So I'll just throw a little of this onto a plate. That's already got the onion in it. Look at that. Well, I'll put the onion back in there. I don't need the onion. Yeah, that'll be good for flavor. And then I'm just going to zip this up with a little, I use these rubber bands. You typically get these with, you know, lettuce or whatnot. Now, the thing about this meal is it's going to be cooking slowly on the stove, so you won't really see the finished product. But right now, the chicken is kind of scoring or searing on one side. And what I'm going to do is, when I get everything prepped, I'm going to reverse the chicken and then set it down on the other side that's raw. Okay. Rinse off the yellow squash. Okay, so with the potatoes, you're going to want to make the potatoes, if you have a sweet potato, make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller than the regular potato. So roughly 3/4 of an inch. Sweet potatoes don't take that long to cook, but they do take long to cook. Okay. And with the white potato, I'm going to cut it this way, the russet, and then make it a little bit bigger than the sweet potatoes. And hopefully it has the floor dust on it as well. Let me rinse that off. Okay. All right. I'm going to nicely dice the onions. I cut the onion typically in half when I prepare it. So nice big chunks. You don't have to go, don't do a fine dice, do big chunks. It cooks longer and more thorough. Making sure you don't put the stem in the dinner and that That's important because if a person eats the stem, they won't like that. Ooh, what's this stem? Okay, wow, we're all set to go. Okay, so I'm looking at the pan. It just cooked one side of the chicken. I'm gonna rotate this off of the pan and put it down on its face. Okay, and then just kind of push them around like that. Okay, and then take the potatoes and face them down like this on the pan. You can put the sweet on one side and the regular on the other. Whoops. Had a little stem there. Okay, so they sit face down on the pan like that. You can throw some onions in on top of them. Okay. Then do the same with the white potatoes. You should have enough room in the pan for at least 2 chicken breasts and the potatoes. And the potatoes just have to sit on one side. Okay. There you go. Okay. And we'll put all of the onions on top of that. And we're going to throw in the red pepper, or whatever pepper you have. Just sprinkle it right on top. This is frozen, mind you. Then I'm going to take my Italian seasoning and I'm going to go right on top of the whole thing with about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Or whatever you want. Doesn't even matter. All right. Got a little wetness in my eye there from the onion. Tom, no, not the egg again, please. My God, man. You got to exercise creativity to be noticed in chat, Tom. You're not gaining any points among your fellow chatters. Well, the oregano could be too much, but I like basil. If you want to just go with basil, I can do that too. In fact, this is getting a little low. I'm thinking of adding some basil to it. Or you can mix and match. It's no big deal. There we go. Okay. That was incorrect. The proper procedure is to put it back on the same lid it was currently on. The correction was made within a reasonable amount of time. I'm just talking to myself. That's okay. Hey, check this out. This is a yellow squash, and it sits nicely on top of this whole thing. If you make nice, even slices, about 1/4 inch, okay. Now there is a component in this meal that might be good. If you have any water, now is the time to add it a little bit. Me, I've got a thing I use oftentimes. It's olive juice. I really like using the olive juice in these things. It adds a great taste to the meal. I'm going to put a little olive juice on top. Doesn't have to be a lot. Yeah, that's such a nice product. I don't throw the olive juice away, and of course the olives are still sitting in there on top, under it. And then take the yellow squash and just kind of completely cover the top with it. All right. Okay, now all you have to do is lay this out, and you can put some basil on top of that if you want. Set it there on the stove. If you want to put a little oil on top, you can. It kind of helps the glazing process. Just a little bit. What I use is garlic powder as a final seal on the top. It's very aromatic, and of course, I use the organic garlic powder I get at Walmart for $2.34. An amazing product, simple, organic, great value. It's called. Okay, and yeah, really, basil is a good topper. I agree. That'll present nicely at the table. So what you do is you cover it up and then turn it down to a low level and cook it for 1 hour. So at 6:30, when I come back from the show, when I take a break and Sarah gives me a break, I'll come in here and I will literally have dinner done. Okay? That's all you have to do. 1 hour, yeah, on a low flame. Now I wouldn't go to simmer because that's not going to get enough energy going, but low is good. All right. Hey, thank you for letting me show you how to make a full meal for $5, filling an entire pan. And that's the shortest one I think I've done in a while. So enjoy. Leave and cook. Chicken squash potatoes, $5. I'll be in the other room in about 5 minutes. See you there.